He slipped back into a role that prepared him for the demands of his current profession. David Kaplan explains.
It's not about what the rankings say you should do, and baseball's the same way. Sometimes you have to make hard decisions or decisions that don't line up with what people think, and sometimes those are the best ones.
Some 200 colleges and universities and thousands of high school students in attendance at the New York Times College Life Fair at Navy Pier. Among the education counselors in the House, a former admissions officer at Connecticut's Wesleyan University named Jed Hoyer.
I made a lot of decisions, which was great, did a lot of presentations. Went to the business world, did a lot of business modeling and using numbers. And the whole time I was doing that, I was coaching and working in baseball. And so when I finally got a job with the Red Sox, I felt like I had a lot of different things I could draw on.
His first season as Cubs GM has had its share of frustration so far. But after the lows of a 12-game skid, the sweep of San Diego is a building block.
It's hard to snap those kind of streaks, and I was proud of our guys. Not only did we break that streak, but we won 3 straight, and hopefully we can build on that. And we have the draft coming up this week, and hopefully we can really start stockpiling the organization.
And just like the many students striving to reach their next level of education, there are potential players looking to make the grade for Hoyer and the Cubs as the Major League Baseball draft arrives next week.
You don't want to get into too much of the NFL combine mentality of baseball. Batting practice is a strength contest in some ways. But getting to look those kids in the eye, getting to meet them, sitting down and talking to them about what makes them tick, I think that might be the most important thing.
I'm David Kaplan, Comcast Sportsnet.
All right, Cap, retired Cubs pitcher Kerry Wood was out at Wrigley Field yesterday to visit with his old teammates and share some old war stories. Woody talked with Pat Boyle about that unforgettable 20-strikeout game against the Astros back in May of 1998 that announced his arrival in the big league. So, what does Wood remember most about that day?
Just how easy it was that day. I mean, it was such a horrible warm-up before the game.
Really?
That sticks out. I don't think I threw a strike warming up. That's what always sticks out. Everybody asks me, well, what do you remember about that day? I remember warming up and not throwing a strike, going out to the mound, going, here we go, what's going to happen? And then, what happened. But so really the memory that I remember is warming up terribly, and in the 7th inning it started to rain, and I thought he was going to call it.
When you sit back and talk to the kids about your career, 2003, will that go down as your best year?
Absolutely. 2003, 2008, those were the years for me that I felt like, from a personal standpoint, I did my job as good as I could do it, and help the team get to the ultimate goal, which is getting the postseason and a chance to win. So 2003 was huge. It was a huge series for me in Atlanta, and a whole huge season for me. And we had a great team. I mean, it was just being a part of that winning process. In 08 was the same thing. We had a great one, won 97 games. But obviously we didn't do anything in the postseason, but it was just fun sitting down there with the guys, knowing that every day when you